Chosen ones, lean in for a moment, because what I'm about to tell you might shake you to your core. This isn't just another video you stumbled upon while scrolling. You're here right now for a reason far bigger than you think. God Himself has guided you to this message because something in your life is about to shift in a way you've been praying for, hoping for, and maybe even doubting would ever happen. The atmosphere around you is already changing, and if you're still watching, it's because your spirit recognizes that this word is meant for you. There was a time when people doubted you. They mistreated you, dismissed you, and wrote you off as if you were nothing. They assumed your silence meant weakness, your kindness meant naivety. But now, the tables have turned. Their own actions, their choices, and their words are circling back. And they're finally starting to realize the cost of what they did to you. This is not simply karma knocking at their door. This is a spiritual awakening unfolding before your eyes. You've been through storms that would have crushed most people. You've walked through fire without letting it consume you. That's why you're entering a season of elevation that no one can deny or stop. But before you step fully into this new chapter, you must understand how this transformation works, because it's not random. It's divinely orchestrated. So pause for a moment, breathe in deeply, and get ready. Let your heart be open and expectant, because what's about to be revealed will strengthen you in ways you've never imagined. They know now. They know what it cost them to treat you badly. Every soul eventually comes face to face with the weight of its actions. And as you continue your journey, the burdens of the past start to fall away, like heavy chains, and you realize you're no longer the same person you once were. You've been chosen, not by chance, but by destiny, by heaven, and by the calling of your own heart. You don't need a title, a crown, or anyone's approval to validate what you already know deep down. You were born for greatness. Something powerful happens when you stop shrinking yourself to fit into the expectations of others and start owning your place in this world. The spark inside you ignites into a flame, and the air around you shifts. People can sense it, even if they can't explain it. You don't walk with fear anymore. You don't hide in doubt. You walk in light, with purpose, and with quiet confidence. This isn't arrogance. It's awareness. It's understanding your worth and honoring it, regardless of who notices. This rise you're experiencing has never been about proving anyone wrong. It's always been about you stepping into your own power. Every test, every setback, every sleepless night has been preparing you for this very moment. And now, as eyes turn to you, you stand unshaken. You own your journey, and no one, not even the people who doubted or betrayed you, can take it away. Betrayal is one of life's sharpest knives. It cuts deep, because it usually comes from those you trusted most. It leaves you questioning everything, your worth, your instincts, your judgment. But over time, you've learned a powerful truth. Betrayal was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to refine you. Just like fire strengthens steel, the pain you endured has molded you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient than you ever thought you could be. As you healed, you began to see clearly. Their actions weren't a reflection of your value. They were a reflection of their fears, insecurities, and limitations. They could not recognize your worth because it was far greater than what they could comprehend. What they didn't realize is that their mistreatment was the very fuel that propelled you to rise. Every wound became a scar of wisdom. Every setback became a stepping stone. They didn't break you. They built you. Now, you stand tall. The same people who underestimated you now witness the cost of their choices. The doors that were once closed are opening for you. The blessings that once seemed distant are finding their way to your hands. And as you move forward, remember this: your journey is not just about survival, it's about transformation. You were never meant to stay hidden. You were always meant to shine. They spent so much energy trying to break you down that they never noticed what was really happening. While they were busy doubting you, criticizing you, and trying to dim your light, your spirit was quietly transforming. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you were reborn from the very fire meant to destroy you. Yes, you may have been bruised. Yes, you may have walked through seasons of heartbreak, loss, and betrayal, but you were never defeated. Every time they pushed you down, you rose higher. Every time they doubted you, you became wiser. And every time they underestimated you, your power grew beyond what they could comprehend. Pain has a strange way of shaping us. It's the most unexpected teacher. In your darkest hours, when the weight of the world felt too heavy to carry, you discovered something extraordinary within yourself. A strength you didn't even know was there. Think back to those moments when you felt lost, when it felt like no one understood you, when your heart was shattered into 1,000 pieces, and yet you stood up again. You wiped your tears. You kept going. You refused to let pain define you. Instead, you turned it into your fuel. You turned heartbreak into wisdom, your scars into lessons, and your struggles into stepping stones. The next time pain comes knocking at your door, remember this truth: it's not here to destroy you. It's here to prepare you. Every obstacle, every betrayal, every disappointment is a brick being laid on the path toward your destiny. And one day, you'll look back and see that every tear you shed, every lonely night you endured, was building you into the person you were always meant to become. That's why some moments in life feel almost magical. When things just start falling into place, when you meet the right person at the right time, or when an opportunity comes out of nowhere that changes everything. That's not a coincidence. That's alignment. That's the universe working with you, guiding you, confirming that you're on the right path. This alignment is not accidental. It's your reward for staying the course. You've faced storms, walked through fire, and still refused to give up. You believed in yourself even when nobody else did. You kept sowing seeds of faith, hard work, and patience. And now the world is responding. It's returning to you everything you poured out, multiplied. Everything you've worked for, prayed for, and dreamed of is starting to converge in ways you couldn't have scripted yourself. Step by step, the universe is lifting you higher. Trust this process, because every door opening, every connection forming, and every chance coming your way is proof that things are aligning for your highest good. And now, the same people who doubted you are being forced to see what they couldn't before. The ones who mistook your kindness for weakness, your patience for passivity, your silence for insecurity. They are seeing the truth. They missed the fire burning quietly under your calm exterior. They didn't see the resilience that kept growing each time you faced adversity. But now, as they watch you rise, they're realizing the cost of underestimating you. While they were busy talking, you were building. While they were dismissing you, you were creating. While they were laughing at you, you were preparing. And now, your actions speak louder than words ever could. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about proving them wrong. This is about reclaiming your worth. It's about showing yourself and the world that you are everything they said you couldn't be. The most powerful statement you can ever make is your success. Your perseverance, your elevation, and your grace in rising above will leave a mark they will never forget. You didn't just survive, you transformed. You didn't just endure, you conquered. And now, The very people who thought you would break will remember you as the one who rose. We all face moments of doubt, especially when the people around us cast shadows of uncertainty over our path. But doubt is temporary. It only lasts as long as you allow it to. Your journey to success wasn't a smooth, straight road. It was full of twists, turns, and moments when you questioned whether you had the strength to keep moving forward. And yet, here you are. You chose to keep going when the world seemed to whisper that you couldn't. You chose to believe in yourself when no one else would, and that choice is what set you apart. Success isn't just about reaching your destination. It's about what you learn along the way. It's about the times you stumbled, fell, or failed, and then found the courage to stand back up. Every failure became a lesson. Every setback a push toward something greater. You didn't win because it was easy. You won because you refused to quit, because you stayed strong, and because you had unwavering faith in your own potential. Every tear, every misstep, every moment of uncertainty was not a loss. It was a step forward, building the foundation of the person you were meant to become. It wasn't easy, and it never would have been if it were truly worth having. Now, as you stand at the peak of what you've worked for, you can look back and see the doubts you once carried in a new light. They were never obstacles meant to stop you. They were fuel, powering your rise. And the people who doubted you along the way, those closest to you or those who ignored your potential, never realized something crucial. Their doubt didn't weaken you. It made you stronger, sharper, and more determined. Those who turned away, criticized, or underestimated you didn't understand the fire that lived inside you. Every question they asked, every moment of disbelief, every slight they threw your way became another challenge to overcome, another opportunity to rise. And now, you've risen. Their doubt didn't define you. Your perseverance and strength did. It wasn't about proving them wrong. It was about proving to yourself that you were always more than enough. And in doing so, you've shown the world, and most importantly, yourself, that their lack of faith was never your problem. Now, they watch in disbelief as you shine in ways they never imagined. They see your accomplishments, your confidence, your growth, and they finally realize what it cost them to doubt you. Their words, their lack of support, their refusal to see your value. They can't erase the truth. You are always capable, always powerful, always destined for greatness. And by the time they understand it, it's too late. You've already claimed your place. You've already proven your worth. Every missed opportunity they allowed by doubting you only made your victories sweeter and your rise stronger. This awakening for them is not about revenge. It's about reclaiming your story. It's about showing them, without saying a word, that everything they thought would stop you only made you unstoppable. Pain, doubt, and betrayal are inevitable in life. The real question is what you do with them. Will you let them break you, or will you let them fuel your growth? You've chosen the latter. You've chosen to transform every hurt into a stepping stone, every doubt into determination, and every challenge into a victory. That is the mark of true power, true resilience, and true greatness. Turning hurt into fuel is one of the most powerful things you can do because it transforms pain into strength. Every insult, every time someone misread you or mistreated you, didn't break you. It lit a fire inside you. That fire became your engine, pushing you to work harder, aim higher, and become better than you were yesterday. Those problems that once felt impossible to overcome, they didn't stop you, they shaped you. Every challenge added to your resilience, every setback sharpened your mind, and every disappointment built the drive you carry today. Pain no longer holds you back, it powers you forward. Your growth is proof that nothing can take away your strength. And now, you face a choice: stay where you've always been, or step into the life you were meant to live. Sometimes, choosing to leave people or situations that no longer serve you feels impossible. They may have been a part of your life for years, and letting go can sting. But leaving isn't weakness. It's a declaration of power. It's saying, I choose myself. I choose my light. I refuse to let anyone dim my brilliance. When you step away from what holds you back, you open the door to your highest potential. The doubts, criticism, and demands of others no longer weigh on you. You're finally free to live your truth, follow your dreams, and grow into the person you were always meant to be. That first step may be scary, but the moment you take it, it feels like a weight lifts from your shoulders, and you realize how much strength has been waiting for you all along. Your light may have flickered in the past, dimmed by self-doubt or the feeling that you weren't ready to shine so brightly. But now, nothing can stop it. Every challenge, every tough decision, every obstacle you've overcome has only made it brighter. Your light is no longer hidden, and it doesn't need permission to shine. The world will notice, whether it's ready or not. This light isn't about recognition, money, or fame. It's about being unapologetically yourself, believing in your power, and inspiring others through your resilience. Walking through fire has shown you that no darkness is permanent and no obstacle is unbeatable. You don't hide anymore. You shine because you know your brightness cannot be taken away. And people around you, especially those who doubted you, are starting to see it. Deep down, they realize they can't stop your light. They can't take it away, no matter how much they tried. You've always been generous, kind, and willing to give without expecting anything in return. But some saw that kindness as a weakness. They thought they could use your heart for their gain, without consequence. What they didn't realize is that kindness is a rare and powerful gift. And when it's treated unfairly, the balance always corrects itself. Those who tried to take advantage of you will eventually face the consequences of their actions. Kindness has never been weakness. It's strength. You've learned how to protect your energy, set boundaries, and only offer your heart to those who truly deserve it. By doing this, you've kept your spirit safe without ever compromising the person you are. You remain kind, compassionate, and strong, but now with the wisdom and power to ensure that your generosity is never misused. The fire of your experiences has forged a heart that is both gentle and unbreakable, a light that inspires, and a strength that commands respect. Taking advantage of your kindness is not without cost. Those who misused your heart will eventually learn just how rare and powerful it truly was. And in that realization, you will stand firm, not out of revenge, but out of self-respect. Because knowing your worth is the foundation of everything. Without it, you can't build a life of freedom, joy, and fulfillment. Many of us spend years letting other people define our worth, chasing approval from those who never had our best interests at heart. But now you see clearly your worth does not come from their opinions, it comes from within. And that inner knowing gives you the power to set boundaries that protect your energy, your peace, and your dreams. Boundaries are not walls. They're gates that keep what is harmful out and let what is good in. They allow you to say no without guilt, to prioritize your own health, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and to live life on your terms. Once you master this, you start to notice the shift, the chaos fades, the draining stops, and you begin to grow at a speed you never thought possible. This is the secret to unlocking your full potential. Nothing and no one can block your rise as long as you know your worth and guard it with clarity. You're no longer open to people or things that pull you down. You're choosing your own road, walking it with certainty and determined to be great. For far too long, you may have felt like the victim. Hurt, betrayed, doubted, defined by other people's actions. But no more. Those days are gone. They no longer hold power over you because you have stepped into your role as the hero of your own story. The person you were yesterday is not the person you are today. You've shed the old skin of self, doubt, and pain, and in its place you've grown into someone wiser, stronger, and aligned with your true purpose. This transformation is not just change, it's evolution. And with it comes gratitude. Because now you see that every hardship, every betrayal, every scar wasn't the end of your story. They were the beginning of your becoming. And the best part, this is just the start of your journey. You've reclaimed your glow. The glow that no one can take away, not the people who doubted you, not the ones who tried to dim your light, not even the fears you once held yourself. They can't touch you anymore. Because your glow isn't about being untouchable or perfect. It's about standing in your worth without shame, about knowing exactly who you are and living it fully. This glow is born of your journey, your healing, your courage, and your growth. It radiates outward, inspiring others not because you try to, but because it's who you are now. Some will be drawn to your light because they need it most. Others may try to take it, but they will be left in the dark, realizing too late how much they underestimated you. This glow is your testimony. It's proof of your strength, your self-belief, and your kindness. And as long as you keep shining, you're not only living your truth, you're showing the world what's possible when someone refuses to give up. And if you're hearing this right now, let this be your reminder your journey isn't finished. This glow you've built is only the beginning. The same power that helped you rise from doubt, betrayal, and pain will carry you into even greater victories. The chapters ahead of your life are waiting to be written. So don't stop here. Keep rising, keep shining, keep becoming. And if this message stirred something inside you, don't miss what's coming next. Because the lessons, the encouragement, and the truth you've found here are only the start of what's waiting for you in the videos ahead. You start to trust yourself in a way you never have before. Each challenge you've faced, every obstacle you've overcome, has proven that you are far stronger than you ever realized. You've survived situations that once felt impossible, and you've come out on the other side wiser, braver, and more capable. Now is the time to stop letting doubt dictate your story. Confidence isn't just a feeling. It's a choice, a decision to stand tall in the knowledge that you deserve everything you've ever dreamed of. There's no need to seek validation from anyone else. You already have everything you need within you to succeed, and that inner power cannot be shaken. Once you break free from doubt, nothing can hold you back. You become willing to take risks, to speak your truth boldly, and to step forward with clarity and purpose. Every step you take builds the life you've always wanted. A life that reflects your strength, your intelligence, and your unshakable belief in yourself. No longer will you question who you are or what you are capable of, even in a world that often tries to make us fit into someone else's mold. Accepting your uniqueness is not rebellion. It's the key to unlocking your true power. Your originality is your greatest strength. The quirks, perspectives, and qualities that make you different are not flaws. They are what allow you to shine. Embracing who you are opens the door to possibilities you never imagined. Being unique doesn't mean being isolated or uncertain. It means standing in your truth without apology. Your individuality is a gift, one the world needs, and by stepping fully into it, you give others permission to do the same. As you embrace your uniqueness, your presence begins to have a ripple effect. People are drawn to your authenticity, inspired by your courage to be yourself. You become a beacon for those who feel out of place, a guide showing them that it's not about blending in. It's about standing out. Your journey doesn't just elevate you, it inspires others to embrace their own power and light. True strength is often mistaken for invulnerability, but the real power lies in being open, sensitive, and willing to show your heart. Your past wounds, scars, and moments of brokenness are not weaknesses, they are evidence of your resilience. They are proof that you have lived, loved, and learned in ways that make you deeply human and profoundly strong. Embracing your vulnerabilities doesn't make you fragile, it makes you wise. It allows you to let go of the weight of perfection and accept your past as part of your story. Each painful experience has shaped you, each challenge has built you, and every moment of openness is a declaration of your courage. By allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you unlock a new level of emotional intelligence. You connect with others in ways that are authentic, supportive, and transformative. Your honesty becomes a bridge, not a barrier, enabling growth, understanding, and meaningful connection. Those wounds that once made you feel weak gradually turn into wisdom. They give you insight, empathy, and the ability to navigate life with grace. Every scar, every struggle, every tear is now a tool that empowers you to move forward stronger than ever before. You've reached a point where the lessons from your toughest moments are no longer just memories. They've become tools you can use to help others. The skills you've gained from struggle, heartbreak, and challenge now make you a guide for those still finding their way. There's no need to hide your vulnerability. In fact, it's your greatest source of strength. Being open about your experiences doesn't make you weak. It shows you've survived, grown, and are ready to step into true power. So often, we give our energy away without thinking, letting people drain us, letting events stop us, or letting fear keep us stuck. Sacrificing your peace for the sake of fitting in or pleasing others isn't empowerment at all. True power comes from reclaiming that energy and consciously choosing where, how, and with whom you spend your time, attention, and resources. When you stop giving your power away, you begin to see just how vast your capabilities are. Reclaiming your energy means setting boundaries, learning how to protect yourself, and understanding when to step back from people or situations that drain you. It's about confidently saying no, without guilt or fear. No one has the right to demand your energy or your time if they don't value it. Every step you take to protect yourself is a step toward reclaiming control over your life. The more power you reclaim, the more responsibility you accept for your own path. Instead of blaming circumstances or other people for your struggles, you start to recognize that your choices shape your reality. Choosing wisely, choosing for yourself, and honoring your own needs are acts of self-love. And every time you do this, you invest in your own growth, happiness, and freedom. Self-awareness is not selfish, it's the foundation for true empowerment. You cannot serve others fully if you do not first show up for yourself. Protecting your energy, prioritizing your needs, and acting from your inner strength are what allow your life to flourish. Live according to what you believe in, not by someone else's expectations. Everyone has a story shaped by trials, triumphs, and moments they wish they could erase. But those experiences, no matter how painful, didn't make you weak, they made you stronger. You no longer need to feel shame or guilt over your past. Every chapter, even the difficult ones, is part of the journey that brought you to this moment. Owning your story means seeing each experience as a building block of your growth. Letting go of shame and viewing your life through the lens of learning and growth is what allows transformation to take place. Every choice, every setback, and every victory has led you to the life you are living today. You are not your mistakes. You are the lessons you've learned, the resilience you've built, and the person you've become. When you forgive yourself and release the weight of regret, you stop letting the past hold you back. You start living fully in the present, knowing that you did the best you could with the tools and knowledge you had at the time. Letting go of shame and guilt allows you to step into your future without hesitation, embracing the life you deserve. Owning your story gives you the courage to live authentically, without fear or apology. You no longer hide parts of yourself, and you no longer feel the need to explain or justify who you are. Your strength lies in your truth and your past. Every scar, setback, and victory has forged your willpower. In a world that often values instant gratification and constant hustle, taking pride in your journey is revolutionary. Patience is not about waiting aimlessly. It's about trusting the timing of your life. Everything comes when it's meant to, and the things you desire will arrive at the perfect moment. Not too early and not too late. Believing in this rhythm allows you to move forward with peace, confidence, and unwavering faith in yourself. Being patient isn't just about waiting. It's about moving with the rhythm of life without resisting it. It's about trusting that everything is unfolding as it should, even when it doesn't happen on your schedule. When you truly trust life, you realize you don't need to control every outcome. You learn that the universe has a plan, and it's always working in your favor, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Patience gives you the space to grow, prepare, and refine yourself while waiting. It's a time to strengthen your mind, clarify your goals, and gain the skills and knowledge you'll need when opportunity finally arrives. Patience is quietly magical. It teaches you how to navigate uncertainty, stay grounded amid change, and hold on to hope when the path ahead looks unclear. It allows you to believe in yourself and the process because you know that nothing truly worthwhile comes without effort and persistence. Every moment becomes a lesson, every delay a chance to prepare. When you learn to trust the timing of your life, you carry yourself with confidence, knowing that everything is aligning exactly as it should. The best is always on the horizon. You just need to wait for the right moment to step into it. There is a reason you're waiting. It's not a punishment or a delay, it's part of your journey. When your time comes, you will meet it fully prepared, ready to embrace the opportunities and success that await. One of the hardest challenges along the way is fear. The fear of failing. We hesitate, second, guess ourselves, and resist stepping out of our comfort zones because we're scared of what might go wrong. But failure is not your enemy. It's the path to growth and achievement. Look at every successful person you admire. They all failed at some point. Failure isn't a sign that you aren't capable. It's proof that you're trying, learning, and moving forward. The key is to shift your perspective. Failure isn't something to fear, it's a lesson to be embraced. Every misstep, every moment that didn't go as planned, is an opportunity to learn, improve, and come closer to your goals. Not achieving something immediately doesn't mean you failed. It means you're learning how to succeed. Each stumble makes you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. When you experience failure, ask yourself, what can I take from this? What can this teach me? Once you stop fearing failure, it loses its grip on you. You gain the courage to take bold actions, knowing that every risk is part of your growth. With each step forward, you become more resilient, more adaptable, and more confident in your ability to succeed. You begin to understand that failure is simply another word for progress. It's the sign that you're moving forward, evolving, and stepping closer to your dreams. Creativity is not just a gift for artists. It's part of your DNA. It shows up in how you solve problems, innovate, and approach life with new perspectives. Yet many people suppress their creativity because they think it's reserved for special people or geniuses. The truth is, everyone has the ability to be creative, and creativity is a tool you can use to transform challenges into opportunities. To unlock it, you must first release self-doubt and the fear of judgment. Stop questioning whether your ideas are good enough. Once you give yourself permission to think freely, to explore new possibilities, and to trust your perspective, creativity flows naturally. It's about thinking outside the box, taking risks with your ideas, and believing in the value of your own unique point of view. Creativity isn't just about art. It's about living a life where you invent solutions, seize opportunities, and make your mark on the world. Being creative isn't just about being skilled at one thing. It's a way of seeing the world differently. Creativity is a mindset that allows you to notice solutions and opportunities that others might overlook. It shows up in every part of life. Whether you're solving a problem, planning a project, starting a business, or figuring out the next step for yourself. When you let your creative energy flow, life becomes full of possibilities. You start to see opportunities where before you only saw obstacles, and challenges become exciting puzzles instead of burdens. Your imagination becomes your guide, helping you discover solutions, create new paths, and shape a life that feels entirely your own. Change is one of the only constants in life, yet so many of us resist it. We cling to what feels familiar, fearing the unknown, and hold tightly to what we think we already know. But change is not your enemy. It's a gift. It is the force that pushes us beyond our comfort zones and helps us become the person we were meant to be. True growth doesn't happen when we stay the same. It happens when we take a leap into the unknown. Release what no longer serves us and make space for something new. When you embrace change, you shift your perspective from fear to trust, believing that what lies ahead is far better than what you're leaving behind. The moment you start accepting change, the world begins to open up to you in ways you never imagined. Each shift, even when it feels uncomfortable, brings new opportunities, fresh ideas, and experiences that help you grow. Change isn't just about leaving the past behind, it's about stepping into your full potential. With every choice you make to embrace it, you grow stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling life's challenges. The unknown no longer feels threatening. It becomes a canvas for your creativity, a space where you can shape the life you've always dreamed of. When you trust the process and welcome change, you realize that every turn in life is designed to bring out the best in you. Each transformation, big or small, is a stepping stone toward becoming the person you were meant to be. Change shows you that you are resilient, adaptable, and capable of more than you ever thought possible. You no longer fear what lies ahead. Instead, you see it as an invitation to grow, evolve, and embrace the exciting journey of life. By choosing to trust the process and move forward, you open yourself to a future filled with endless possibilities, opportunities, and personal growth. Remember, everything you've learned here is just the beginning. Your journey isn't over. It's only getting started. Every step you take, every lesson you embrace, is preparing you for the next level of your life. And that's why I want you to stay with me, because the next videos are going to take you even deeper, showing you how to fully step into your power, shine without fear, and create the life you are meant to live. If you've felt the spark today, don't stop here. The knowledge, the energy, and the insight you need to keep rising are waiting for you in the next video. Every video builds on the last, helping you unlock even more of your strength, clarity, and purpose. You won't want to miss a single one because the path you're on is guiding you to the person you're truly meant to become. So make this your moment, commit to yourself, commit to your growth, and join me in the next video. Your future self is already waiting, and the journey only gets brighter from here. Don't pause your transformation. Keep going, and let's step into greatness together.